Hi, my name is Brandon Beto. I am studying political science. This is my course project, Tumaco, the town that want to be free. Tumaco is a town located in Nariño department. It is a coastal area. This small territory for many years has been a concentration of illegal groups as guerrilla and paramilitaries who dispute the control over the place to maintain their drug trafficking routes. Now with the mobilization of one of the most powerful guerrillas around the country, the FARC. Tumaco was free control area, but now it's once again a guerrilla. Dissidents and criminals gain some. In the last month, dozens and social leaders from the town have been assassinated, increasing of violence rates. Finally, there is a society that wants to get out of the violence horror, and this is what this research will focus on: the mechanisms that the population has created to overcome violence and to live in an atmosphere of peace. Why did I select this topic? I select this topic because I have always been interested in studying Colombian conflict, especially how the direct victims of the armed confrontation live to, because we are in a post-conflict period where the majority of the population has been the victim of cruel acts of violence and has had physical and psychological repercussions on them. What step did I follow? For the development of this research, I will take into account academic stats, documentaries, and other research. In addition, at the end of the project, an interview will be conducted with a native person from Tumaco and many specialists in the subject. Context of Tumaco. The city of Tumaco known to be one of the most affected by the armed conflict and mostly inhabited by Afro-Colombians. According to an investigation conducted by a non-governmental organization, this a wildfire was the response I got when I asked one of the youth I was working with in the city of the Tumaco about his perception of the Colombian peace prospect. Our strongest remains the same. He continued with, when the government ever to do anything for us black and poor? What peace is there here, not justice? Following the bilateral ceasefire agreement signed on June 23, 2016, after nearly 4 years of negotiation, Colombia each with a less an illusion of peace, fostering the belief that the decades-long war was finally over. In fact, as anthropology Jimena Pachon argues, war have always been part of Colombian history beyond this 62 years old conflict. The stunning news from October 2 that the Colombian voters had rejected the peace agreement in a nationwide referendum with their consideration of what peace could actually mean for the everyday realities of many young Colombians, particularly those of African descent. I think it's nearly impossible to discuss childhood and African dissidents in Colombia outside the framework of militarization of both groups. Have been some of the most affected by the conflict. The many thing to portray the war as a simple two-sided travelers between the FARC, Revolutionary Armed Force of Colombia. Peace building. The National University has a peace building initiative in 3 municipalities of Nariño, among them Tumaco. Indigenous, Afro-descendants, and peasant youth from the municipality of Tumaco, Barbacoas, and Ricardo Nariño work hand in hand with inhabitants of the urban center, students of the University National, and population in process of reincorporation to the same cultural, environmental and economic projects that benefit local communities. The training course in preparation and promotion of initiative for the construction of peace, which took place during the week of July 23 to 28, was supported by the organization the Truth for the Americas, which financed the project and made an agreement with the university. The objective was to develop a training process in the elaboration of initiative of community impact for the construction of peace. There are those who are already developing some projects to make handicraft. At the moment, they need a compactor making to better process the plastic. The training course provides theoretical practical tools and includes the creation of support network to promote and manage projects, built from the perspective and interest of the young people of the community. At the end of the process, the organization The Truth for the Americas subscribed to WISE. Together with a message, Europe will reward the 2 best youth proposals with a set capital that will help put their project into operation. The agreement was led and implemented by the Peace Dialogue Thinking and Follow-up Center, the Bogota Headquarters, Research Division, and BILAF on the. So, the Foundation of Peace and Regulation found the initiative of young people through other foundations in the process of peace building. Interim Master Foundation. Location. Operates in the municipality of San Andrés de Tumaco, Nariño. Objective. It is legally constituted 4 years ago, but they have carried out community actions since 18. It's the time the foundation has strength. ¿Cómo se pronuncia eso, jefe?
¿Cuál?
Strength. The foundation has strengthened your groups that focus on sexual reproductive and peace building rights throughout the network. This is a YouTube. Achievement. ¿Cómo que?
¿Cuál?
Achievement.
Achievements.
De nuevo, achievement.
The foundation has already processed through the program El Metidero, broadcast by the local social and cultural station Tumaco Stereo 104.1 FM. The station generating intergenerational meeting space for the rescue of the central practice of the South Colombia Pacific. You people, as leader of the foundation's process training topics such as audiovisual production and the other as a social arts tool for behavioral change, sexual and reproductive rights, peace building, the environment, human rights and participation in decision-making space on youth issues. The performance of theatrical works with more than 5,000 people have been sensitive. First, they have made their documentary following the trail of the culture of tumaco, following the trail of the history of tumaco and build of youth process in tumaco, their short film making democracy, Las Chanclas, and Sentimientos Escondidos, which video films have been made which have allowed the structuring awareness raising process. Then is the foundation building peace and environment. Location the community of the municipality of San Andres de Tumaco, Nariño. Objective: the foundation works to years ago environment and peace. Within the environment components, the foundation hall our awareness days, cleaning fair, craft forum, ecological visits to educational institutions and in the different counties of the municipality of Tumaco. On the other hand, in the peace component, the foundation held conference on citizenship, coexistence, sports days, exchange of young people who have been constantly and situation and conflict cinema to the neighborhood, among others. Achievement. Currently, the foundation has one project executed and two in a process. The project was carried out within the framework of Frede Paz initiative, breaking the chain of different and weaving bonds of speech, which consisted of providing environment, cultural and artistic talk in the Union, Victoria neighborhood. Then, hi Gustavo.
Hi Brandon.
Welcome to my course project about the mechanics of peace building in Tumaco. Okay, it is a pleasure for me to have you here for the realization of this building. In political terms, what peace building mechanisms are being made in Tumaco?
There are two different mechanisms that are in building terms in Tumaco. That are the first is in the city of Tumaco. That are the mechanisms that are being made from the Catholic Church and the ONG organizations that reinforce the actions of the local government and support the community to abandon the guns and the violence in the urban area.
Okay. Is it possible to achieve stable and lasting peace in the municipality?
Because the second mechanism that are in Tumaco is in the countryside. In the countryside, there are many community leaders that are working to reinforce the productive projects that they are making some projects to reinforce the action of the mechanism of the deal the deal, the peace deal that Juan Manuel Santos established in the 2016. I think that the peace in the municipality could be an amazing idea. It's very difficult because there are many interests from the terrorist groups and the other groups dedicated to the narco traffic, but there are many incentives from the communities and the local government to support the initiatives of peace.
Do you dream of Tumaco Sunday in peace?
Yeah, I dream a peaceful place where someday the people could have education, have many opportunities to view the realization of its rights in the community, and I believe that could be an amazing idea.
In ultimate, tell me your experience of building peace for an hour.
In my experience, the theater, the performance in theaters could be a mechanism of peace building, because you experience many feelings when you put on the shoes of the victims of the conflict, or and in the shoes of the combatants. So you could put in the shoes of the shoes of the other person, and you could understand the causes and the consequence of the conflict in Colombia.
Okay, thank you. We have a hope that Tumaco Sunday can live in peace. Thank you.
I hope.